Now listen, I don't know if you have simple glasses, bifocals, or contacts, but you need to put them on right now, bitch, because it's time to read.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Happy Halloween, bitches. Beyonce is out here with her family dressed like Salt and Pepper. And I can see why you hoes are shook, because anything the queen does is automatically A1, A+, 100%. Like, she already passed the class and she didn't even register for it. I can see why some of you hoes are pressed. And another interesting costume that we had was Tiana Taylor. She came out here and gave you Joanne the Scammer tease, and I am completely here for it. Speaking of Halloween, I wanted to make sure that you hoes know that I did not come to play with you bitches. If you have not noticed, you have not been following me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, but you need to, because everything is Adrian Expression. You can go follow me on every single social media site there is, bitch, even Snapchat. I am out here serving you poison ivy teas. I don't know how a lot of you got aerial from it, but I was making you hoes itch with the amount of plants that I'm just summoning around your ass, and I can see why you're a little bit pressed, but it's fine. No deforestation happening around here. You need to go ahead and just go green, because this wig was sitting, even though she was cheap as hell and kept falling off my head the whole night while I was dancing. These shoes are sickening. Peacock teeth. Girl, I have you hoes shook, okay? I know it's Halloween today, so make sure that you hoes are completely in formation. My friends and I completely slayed the game. Speaking of Halloween costumes,
I'm going to drag
the ever-living shit out of some of you racist ass white people. I'm coming for that ass. The instinctual urge in some of you bitches to just completely dive into blackface, no matter how many times black people have told you that it's completely offensive, and y'all are the same ones who claim that you don't see color, but you take your ass quickly and dip your ass into some cow shit to make sure that you look like how you think us black people look. But yet at the same time, you don't see color and you're not.
I'm not racist, girl. My best friend's dog is black.
Girl, if you don't sit your little ass down somewhere with your I can't believe it's not butter built ass body in the skin. I don't know his name, I don't care to, but this particular gentleman, as you can see in the photo, has completely gotten expelled from his frat because he decided to walk around looking like a whole black and mild. I'm upset about it, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm upset about it. I'm not only upset that his friends were over here just arm around him like he wasn't doing shit wrong. What I'm upset about two things. The first thing I'm upset about is the fact that they wouldn't give a shit about this. It's Greek life and all that shit is very fucking dangerous. I do not want to step foot near that shit. I'm glad I'm almost done with grad school. I don't have to see these hoes no more. Greek life is very damn dangerous a lot of times. I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times it's dangerous. I just don't feel like this fraternity would have cared about that shit if the picture did not go viral. They have to save face. I would rather them just be true to the racist asses that they are and stop pretending like they give a fuck. If this picture have not gone viral, you would not care, because a lot of these fraternities have roots of racism. That's what it was built upon. The second reason why I'm angry is because the media decided to blur their faces out when the picture was published. No, what's the tea? What's the tea? A lot of black men are here dead in the streets, but you hoes love to take pictures, unblurred ass pictures of them, and post it everywhere, okay? So what's the tea? We have dead black men in the streets with their faces completely being shown to everyone, but rich little whiny does some racist shit and we have to protect his goddamn ego. No, we have to protect his goddamn future. What's the tea? Black men out here are having their futures robbed from them, but you hoes want to blur out some white faces. No, bitch, they weren't bold enough to put that shit on social media. Let us see their faces. Oh, you think you big and bad? No, let's see your goddamn face. And the fact that the media blurs out these faces means that they know that this shit is offensive as fuck. Means that white people know this shit is offensive as fuck. If black people saw you in the street and identified you off that picture, you'd be popped one good time like we were in a goddamn movie theater and I was gonna pour some salt and butter on your ass. You'd have been popped like popcorn, bitch. I don't understand. If a whole group of people is telling you, yeah, this particular thing is pretty offensive, like let's try to avoid it. Why do you guys go out of your way to do it and then claim, well, girl, I don't see anything wrong with it? Of course your dumb ass doesn't see anything wrong with it, bitch, because you are not a part of the community that it affected and it continues to affect, girl. Bitches love to not be offended by some shit that they weren't even meant to understand in the first place, girl. And speaking of that, have you seen the news of some Trump supporter hanging black mannequins in his goddamn yard off of a tree and just saying, well, girl, it's Halloween, don't get offended? Black mannequins are hanging off your Donald Trump supporting ass trees, and we're supposed to just walk on by. Let me tell you something, y'all already know that I am the librarian first of his name, mother of faggots, the queen of YouTube, and the unclocked. I would have gotten my dragons out here, I want to set Dracarys on his ass, and that whole tree would have burnt the fuck up.
I'm burning down your yard.
I will call Drogon out here and we'll be spitting fire on your goddamn yard since you want to be hanging black mannequins out here, girl. I'ma show you the heat since you think you hot. But yeah, the offensive costumes doesn't just go for white people. I think that we all need to be aware of what we're wearing. And if you are unsure about something, if something comes from a different culture, you need to ask people who are part of the in-group, like, girl, I plan on wearing this shit out. Is this acceptable? Is this offensive? If someone in your particular culture would see me wearing this, would it be completely inappropriate? And I think that even though we may not understand why we can't wear certain garments out, or why certain people of different cultures view certain objects or things as sacred, or, you know, they prefer you not fuck with them, even if we can't understand that, I think we should respect it. Because as I said, I know there are other cultures that I don't understand and that, like, I may be completely ignorant to the types of things they wear or why they wear it. So I'm not gonna put it on if I don't understand it. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand why that's such a difficult concept to grasp. Yes, it may be pretty. Yes, you may think you're the baddest bitch in the world when you step out with it on, but why offend someone if you don't have to? And white people love Indians, girl. They didn't love them a couple hundred years ago, but bitch, now they just want to be an Indian every time for Halloween, girl, putting on some important ass headdresses that they have no idea what the shit means, and they get mad when other people find it problematic. Let's just all do our research and make sure it's a fun time. Let's not piss anybody off. I think people don't understand that, especially if you are a group with privilege and you go out here wearing people's cultural garments as costumes, when a lot of times they can't even do that in their normal everyday life without being dragged by ethnocentric ass people, without claiming that it's ghetto or too foreign or exotic, without people making fun of them. These white hoes want to be, for example, walking around wearing a burqa for fun as jokes, when there are real women out here who are part of that community that can't even wear their shit without being ridiculed, especially in certain parts of America. So that is the main reason why I'm like, bitch, y'all need to understand what you're wearing, what you're saying before you do them things, because I will drag you. Speaking of goddamn costumes, let's talk about the biggest one. Rachel Dolezal, if you don't get your beach ball, peach-shaped head ass off of my goddamn timeline, I know something. Rachel Dolezal, I am tired of seeing your mop-shaped head ass with these fucking curls, as you like to call them, with this yarn ball built ass scalp and hair that is coming out your country. I am upset that every time I turn around I see your greased ass, tanned ass, oily ass skin all over my social media outlets. You're out here talking about you want to be on the front of somebody's magazine talking about in full color. I think there's some type of memoir that you're coming out with, bitch. Only white people could get money and make a living off of wearing a costume, our skin, the very thing that has gotten us killed. Only white people could get TV deals on the front page of a magazine, book events, off of appropriating the same characteristics that have gotten us into civil rights problems, that have separated us from the Eurocentric standards of beauty, the same characteristics that have prevented us from being represented in mainstream media. You bitches want to appropriate it and then turn it around and make some money off of it. Rachel Dolezal, I am upset at your llama-shaped head ass, with your ostrich-shaped head ass. I don't know what, with your Yzma
Pull the lever, Trump.
built ass. I am upset about it. Rachel Dolezal, how are you going to live in full color when you can't even tan correctly? How are you going to live in full color when instead of going to Shaniqua down the block to get your braids done, you went to Supercuts? You are not living in full color. The people who are living in full color are able to do so to a certain extent because of the people who have died because of their color and paved the way for us. So while you're turning the look of our genetics into some type of caricature, into some type of costume, there are people out here who can't take that shit off and have to live day in and day out watching their goddamn backs, experiencing covert and overt racism. There are people out here who can't take off that goddamn costume that you used for your advantage, and now you want to be over here like you're some type of African queen. All right, Rachel, the next time I see you doing some dumbass shit like that, you better hold on to them curls, cause I'm finna snatch them cobweb built ass motherfuckers right off your goddamn scalp. And speaking of cooning, we have Mr. Kevin Gates himself. I don't know if he roundhouse kicked some fan in the motherfucking face like this, bitch. But bitch, it has been reported that Kevin Gates, Mr. Two Phones himself, might need to go ahead and use that phone call. Apparently, I think a fan was trying to get his attention while he was performing, and he
Kick that hoe.
like Nicki Minaj. Let me tell you why it is juicy. A lot of black people have been saying, well, girl, he got 6 months for kicking a girl in the face, but Brock Turner only got 3 months for actually committing rape. And I'm like, okay, girl, I understand that. That's completely problematic, and those are the type of things that I talk about, that I preach about on my channel and all that stuff. But Kevin Gates, wasn't his wide, low built ass face, wasn't his obtuse angle built ass face talking about all lives matter? Wasn't his 10 Commandments tablet trying to derail the Black Lives Matter movement and what that is about by saying all lives matter and trying to coon for the general public? All right, so I'm not really pressed that he got 6 months. At this point, that is a clear demonstration of the type of institutional racism that I always talk about. But while your ass, Kevin Gates, is over here pretending like it does not exist, I want you to go ahead, while these hoes are caping for you on Twitter and on Facebook talking about, well, girl, this white boy got only 3 months for actually raping someone, and Kevin Gates it was just battery, girl, and he got 6 months. Okay, that's a demonstration of institutional racism that we're fighting against, but that Kevin Gates wants to derail against. So since he thinks it does not exist, let him go ahead and experience that shit with his Canon Nikon camera built ass face. Let him experience it, girl. You hoes are caping for him, but he didn't do that shit for you. That's why, as Black Queer God says, I do not want to be half liberated. I'm not finna sacrifice any parts of myself for people who do not stand up for me, bitch. So while you're saying, Kevin Gates, you want to preach this narrative of this only one race and that's the human race type of tease, as if we don't have problems in each community that we have to deal with, while you're over here trying to run over the very movement that wants to make sure that things like Brock Turner's sentence versus your sentence doesn't happen anymore just because of the color of his skin. Go ahead and experience the very same shit that we fighting against, girl. All lives matter, girl. Let's see how much your black ass life matters to the justice system compared to Brock Turner's white ass. And lastly, I wanted to end the video on a cute note. You may not find it cute because it's very violent, but I find it cute in certain aspects. Let me tell you, a lot of straight people like to talk a lot of shit. Faggot this, faggot that, pussy this, dick in the booty ass nigga that. So in this particular video, this straight guy stole some money. I think it was 50 cents. I think he stole 50 cents from somebody, girl. And he called this gay dude's phone, threatening him, calling him all types of faggots and sissies.
Get off my dick, faggot ass hole, dirty house, crab ass nigga, fuck you talking about.
But when they met up in person, the straight boy got his ass knocked the fuck out and beat the fuck up, and he started crying.
You doing my 50 cent, nigga? Oh, you think this shit is real? I'm gonna type some bitch ass faggots, right? Dirty house, you know? I'm not. I thought you was tough, kid, but I thought I was all types of bitch ass, pussy ass, dirty ass faggots. Think twice before you talk crazy, nigga.
So it's like a lot of you straight people think that all gays can't fight. You would be very surprised. Some people are able to mollywop your ass. Now me, girl, I don't like to fight. I will white woman you very quickly and put a restraining order out in your ass. Or if need be, I will use my resources. I will turn into a samurai on your ass. Or Virgil Hawkins and give a shock to your system with a taser. Bitch, I'm not fucking around. I'm serving you static shock teas. I'm not fucking around with you hoes. Gays might be feminine, we might be seen as delicate, but you can't bully us forever. Keep fucking around and you gonna end up just like Rihanna's first week sales, bitch. Beaten down so low that you're gonna need to sign a deal with a higher power to save your ass.